welcome back for another Tough Love Tuesday. I'm so excited to be joining you again today. I cannot believe how quickly the week goes by, and it's already time for another Tough Love Tuesday. Today is actually a fun one because I've pre recorded this one. Usually, as you know, for those of you who join live, I do these videos live. Today, I'm actually coming to you from the future. Well, not quite, from a different location. So, this post is not live, but I'm throwing this up here, pre recording this amazing new topic and new conversation for you as I am currently hiking on the trails on the west coast of Vancouver Island. One of my favorite pastimes when the weather gets nice in the spring and summer is backcountry hiking. So that is what I'm doing this week. I am off the grid, completely disconnected, and I'm sure I'm having an incredible time. I always do. And connecting with nature at such a deep level is always so nourishing. And it really ties in to the tough love that I wanted to share with all of you today. In thinking back to even over the past couple of years, the excuses that I would use in this conversation around time specifically, that I would use, around taking time off of work, taking time to go and do these things that I love, whether it's go camping or go hiking or go spend time with my family or go on adventures. I used to every single time use a whole myriad of excuses. And the one that really stands out for me, and this is why I wanted to film this video, and this is the tough love that I have to share with you, is that you're probably using this as an excuse too. And this is the excuse of, I don't have enough time. And I can't tell you how many times I caught myself saying, well, I don't have time for that. Or how could I possibly, there's no way I could have time to take 5 days off of work, right? There's no way I have time to take time off. And it was this constant um, repeat tape in my head around time. And it was because I had a very disproportionate and unhealthy relationship with time. Just like with sugar or food or ourselves, we have a relationship with time. And I want to call you out right now if you find yourself using this excuse on a daily basis. Now, you may be thinking, well, Danny, I have so much on my plate. Of course, I don't have enough time. But I want to challenge you to think differently with this. And this took me a long time to wrap my head around, so it might take you a little time as well, and that's okay. But I want to plant the scene that if time is something that is relative, I mean, think of a time where, it felt like, hours passed, like watching paint dry, and you're like, is this day ever going to end? And I bet you can also think of another time where you're in the middle of something. Maybe you're doing something creative or something that you love, and 5 hours goes by like this, and you go, oh my goodness, where did the time go? So, time is something that we all experience differently. And we all have the same 24 hours in the day, same 24 hours as Oprah, as me. All of us have the same. But it's how we relate to that time that actually shifts our perception of the time that we have in our day. That combined with obviously prioritizing and setting healthy boundaries and not doing the things that we hate to do on a daily basis and really making those shifts are very important. But right now, I want you to just sit with this understanding that you are probably using this as an excuse to not take full responsibility for your life and full responsibility of your time. Okay. And this conversation I'm having you right now also applies to money. This is the same. These are the two, well, three: energy, time, and money are the three biggest resources that we have as human beings on this planet. And they are the resources that we most often complain about. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money for X, Y, and Z, whether it's, to invest in, a coach to finally, reach your goals around your health, whether it's, to take those days off of vacation or spend time with your family, or the energy to cook healthy meals. I just don't have energy for that. All of these are the three biggest resources. And yes, sometimes those resources can be limited or pinched. I'm not saying that these aren't real struggles in your life. What I'm saying is that you do get the chance to take full responsibility for where your time is going, for where your money is going, for where your energy is going, and make the shifts in your life that help these resources align with what is important to you. So, coming back to this topic of time, when I started shifting my relationship with time and understanding that, when I do the things that fuel my soul, like take 5 days off in the wilderness to go hiking with my husband, I get to experience time when I come home in a new way, and everything gets done. I used to have this fear and this old belief, this is a side note, that, well, if I go away for 5 days, I'm just going to have this huge pile of things when I get home and I'm never going to get caught up again. And that's never true. I always get caught up. And it really forces me personally to prioritize because there are so many things in my day, full disclosure, that I still do that I do not need to be doing. Whether it's checking my email every hour or scrolling on Instagram or, getting sidetracked with little miscellaneous tasks around the house. There's so many areas in our life that we waste time, we waste money, we waste our energy, and we don't acknowledge it. And then on the flip side, we start complaining that we don't have enough of it. So I'm going to call you out on this right now with so much love. And I really just want to plant the seed for you. I would love to hear from you, obviously, in the comments below. I'll get back to you when I'm back from my hike about what's coming up for you as I'm sharing this, right? These main resources in your life, where are you complaining about them and not taking personal responsibility? If you watched the Tough Love Tuesday video a couple weeks ago, we talked all about complaining. And complaining is just a signal that you're not really stepping up and taking ownership for different areas in your life. And these are the most common ones. Where is your time going? Where is your money going, right? And it's actually a really, side note, fascinating experiment. I've done this myself to actually track your time for a week. You'll be shocked at how much time you actually do waste or spend on things that aren't a priority for you. Maybe cleaning the house is not a priority for you, right? Or tidying up. So you can hire that out, right? Or you can realize that, oh my goodness, I spent, 10 hours scrolling Facebook and Instagram, watching Danny on Facebook and watching these videos. And I don't want to be doing that. That's 10 hours of my week that I could be doing things that actually are important to me, right? So instead of saying, well, I don't have time to take, days off, or I don't have time to do, my meditation practice in the morning, or I don't have time to cook healthy meals every day. I want you to really think long and hard where this is being an excuse for you and a self-sabotaging pattern, and how you can actually recreate time that you need for things that are important to you. I wholeheartedly believe now, and trust me, if you're feeling resistance to this, lean into it. I have been there, years ago when I started really sitting with these topics myself around money and time and my energy, my resources. It took me some real time to reshape, how I started relating to these resources in my life and really started how it treating them. And I now have no doubt in my mind that there is more than enough time. There is more than enough money. I have more than enough energy than I need to do everything that is important to me. And this is the kicker, because so many of us spend time in our days, and not just time, money, all of these resources towards things that aren't really a priority, right? Towards things like cleaning the house. Maybe it's not a priority, or, doing all the yard work, or wasting time on Facebook and Instagram, right? These things that aren't necessarily important to us. And then it takes away from those resources with things that are important to us. So when you start getting clear on, yes, eating and prepping healthy meals is important to me, meditating every day is important to me, spending time with my loved ones is important to me, having downtime is important to me. For me, spending time in nature is a non-negotiable for my self-care, my mental health, and my happiness. So really getting clear on these priorities can help you understand and really get clear on where you want to spend your time and your money and your energy. And you can start shifting out of the drains, the energy drains, the money drains, the time drains that aren't actually supporting your goals or the life that you want to live. So just a little bit of homework for you today to sit with all of this and to start reflecting on where is this showing up as an excuse for you, and getting real, raw, and honest with yourself. I mean, I'm standing here talking about this in front of you today because I've been here. I can't tell you how many times I've used all of these an excuse to hold myself back, an excuse to not launch my business, an excuse to not get clients, an excuse to not make new friends or try new adventures. And it's just excuse after excuse after excuse that was causing me from not taking responsibility of where my time was going and what I actually wanted to use it for. So beautiful exercise and activity, if you've never done before, is really doing that thing, under like taking an inventory of where your time, money, and energy is going now, and where you actually want it to go. What are your priorities in life? What is important to you? What do you want to be spending these resources on? And then checking in where the dissonance is. Where's the incohesiveness, and start making shifts, one shift at a time, so you can be more aligned with what's important to you. So I'm so excited to hear how that goes for you. I'd love to hear anything that comes up as you do that exercise, or obviously as I'm talking to you right here, and you're getting raw and real and honest with yourself about using these as excuses. And if something is important to you in life, if your health is important to you, you will find the time and the money and the resources to invest in a coach, to meal plan, to to buy organic vegetables, like whatever it is that you need. I have no doubt that you are more than capable of finding those resources and creating them if you need to. Maybe your bank account's empty right now, but you can create money. Money is a magical thing, that actually there's an infinite amount of money, whereas time is a little bit more finite, which is kind of an interesting thing to look at as well. So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in for another Tough Love Tuesday. I'm really excited to come back from my days away in nature and read all of your amazing comments below and keep this conversation going. This is a very big topic, one very near and dear to my heart, and I really encourage you to journal this out and really start shifting your beliefs and shifting your understanding and your relationship with all of these resources. So I look forward to seeing you guys again next Tuesday, same time, same place. Bye, everyone.